Hello?
Hey, what are you doing?
What am I doing? The better question is, what are you doing?
Me? Well, I'm just trying to see my bolster will sink or swim. Don't mind me.
Did you seriously just drop Bulstrode?
No, obviously not. But you still haven't answered my question. What are you doing?
Oh, you know, just scrolling through Twitter, but I didn't think I'd get to talk to the community's biggest loser today.
Hey, why don't you go back to the Mount Disappointment you came from?
You know, Roberto, just go back to time hopping your old tweets like you always do. On second thought, why are we always pitted against each other? Because who on earth would pit you and I against each other in a poll for who the biggest loser is in the community? Who would have the nerve to do something like that?
Roman?
Roman? Who's Roman?
Roman'sTWREmpire?
Doesn't ring a bell.
You're in charge of the wiki. You should know who that is.
You know, maybe he's some young, up-and-coming user. I should probably check his channel out.
You literally tweeted at him yesterday. You're such an old user that you're getting Alzheimer's.
Hey! You know what, Jack? I'm gonna go give this Roman guy a call.
Jack? I'm not Sir Tom Hat 291.
Whatever. So long, Thomas Freak 808.
Hello? Is this the biggest loser I'm speaking to?
Hey! Roberto's the biggest loser. I lost to him in a landslide.
Yeah, you're probably used to losing by now.
Hey!
Oh, is this about being the community's biggest loser? I call it how I see it, man.
No, I just don't get why people like you try and pit myself and Roberto against each other all the time. It makes me mad.
Because it's fun watching your reactions. Duh.
You know, whatever, Roman. I thought you were some young, up-and-coming user here in the TWRC, and I just wanted to give you a chance.
Young and upcoming? What do you mean, man? I've been in the community for over 6 years and have over 6K subs. That's more than triple of what you have.
I was just gonna give you a big opportunity.
Opportunity? For what?
Well, I've done 9 crossovers in the community, so number 10's gonna be something special.
A crossover? Look, I've never done a crossover, I never plan on doing a crossover, and especially, I would never, ever do a crossover with a hand pusher.
But you're missing out on a huge opportunity here.
No, I'm not! I have more subscribers than you. Us remake channels don't have time to do silly things like crossovers.
How about we make this one different from any other crossover before?
Different. I'm listening.
Alright, Roman, hear me out. Everybody does crossovers on engines. How about instead of doing a crossover on an engine, we do ours on a destination? That's something that's just never been done before.
Well, you and the biggest loser already did a crossover on a destination, and I don't follow in footsteps of losers. No, sir.
Then let's one-up him and do a crossover on a set.
Okay, well, like, let me guess. Knowing you, you'd want to do a review on, like, the frickin' Oval set or something. Like, come on.
It wasn't gonna be something like that. It was obviously gonna be a set like, the Down by the Dock set.
Wow, you actually came up with a great idea for once. And, like, I actually really enjoy the Down by the Dock set. And I mean, I even have a set of the docks up right now on my set table. Like, I think that set's one of the best. Yeah, let's do it.
Great. Cue the title card. Always good to know I can count on Multi for something.
Whoa, wait a minute. Are we supposed to be doing the backstory?
No, Roman, we don't do that part. We bring in somebody else to do that for us.
Oh, yeah. I've always wanted to say those words. Now, for the backstory, is Ted.
Oh, Roman, you have so much left to learn, because Ted's in the North Pole. He's way too busy to do a backstory for us. Now we just need to find someone who can do a backstory for us.
But who else could we get that knows so much about the history of Thomas the Train?
I'm sorry, you mean Thomas the Tank Engine, right? Thomas the Tank Engine, built in 1915 by the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway, and then shipped off to the Northwestern to build the Vickerstown Bridge in between Vickerstown and Barrow-in-Furness. Then again, that bridge wouldn't be all that useful until the 1925 agreement, years later, made with the LMS in order to give the Northwestern running powers into Barrow-in-Furness so that they could send express trains all the way to London. Now, that was a key decision for the railway. They desperately needed that.
And now for the backstory is Lemmy.
What? Wait a minute! What's going on?
Alright, let's begin. Brandom Docks. Huh. I hope he doesn't want me to talk about the TV series Brandom Docks, because that place is boring. I mean, what does it have going for it? Cranky the Crane, a few enormous shipping vessels and ocean liners that are doing important work, and like 10 engines a day coming in and out of the harbor, doing all sorts of exciting jobs? Who wants that? Let's talk about the quiet fishing village from the Railway series, where nothing ever happens. Here we go. Brandom Docks. Established in the early 1900s by the Wellsworth and Sudbury Railway, it became a huge port for clay once Bill and Ben arrived in 1949. And that's it. That's all that they do.
Backstories are just so much more enjoyable when you don't have to do them yourself.
Well, okay, maybe for you, but this is my first crossover. I was looking forward to giving the backstory, man.
How about you talk about the history of the wooden railway set?
Great idea!
The Down by the Dock set was released in 2002, when Learning Curve started to change the style of the Thomas Wooden Railway. In this set, you get a Cranky, Percy, Bulstrode, Lorry 1, which is a strange but at the same time welcome addition, a cargo car with fish cargo, a boat dock, a Sodor Bay bridge span, a lighthouse, some figures, trees, signs, signals, and a loop of track with a passing loop and a siding. Some fun facts about this set: some versions of the set included a black cargo car and others included an orange cargo car. In 2002, when this set was first released, it included a gray 1999 style Cranky, but when this set was updated in 2005, it included the newer style Cranky, which is more of a green color. My set personally includes the green Cranky. This was also one of the two sets to include a playmat, with the other being a Day at the Work set.
A mat? What do I need a mat for? Eating lunch?
Exactly! There is no place for mats in this community. Hey!
Anyways, the mat displays a dockside area and is set up to match the layout of the track, which in my opinion is a cool inclusion that adds some more life to this set. And the docks that you get quite a nice amount of vehicles, that is Percy, Lorry 1, and a cargo car, and you get 2 pieces of cargo along with it. But it's not just limited there, it's limitless actually. You have a bridge, you have 4 risers in 2 areas of ascending track. That's just a great way to make the layout seem a lot more interesting. And the buffers, such a small addition there, but it adds so much because we don't see a lot of sets with sidings, and if you ask me, the docks is a perfect type of place that would need buffers. And then finally, to finish it out, you have the Lighthouse, which is a great addition, being next to the water, and as we know, every boat does need a lighthouse.
I for one think it's cool that Percy was included in this set instead of Thomas, but wouldn't a better choice have been Salty, the dockside diesel? I mean, Salty was even released in 2002 as a new character. How cool would that have been, to get a new set with a brand new character? Maybe a better decision would have been to include Percy and Salty in the set, since it is a medium-sized set. But despite the lack of Salty in this set, I don't think it detracts from the quality of the set. It's nice that this set came with a more exclusive piece of cargo, being the fish, instead of another normal cargo block, because it definitely ties in the docks theme really well. I always wanted this set as a kid, and I remember even looking up on YouTube videos of people unboxing it or just showing it off. That's how badly I wanted it. And when I finally got it for my birthday, man, I was so happy. This was how I got my Lori 1, Bulstrode, Cranky, and even Percy, believe it or not. I've always really enjoyed this set since I was a kid and probably will never stop loving it. I would personally give the Down by the Docks set a 9.5 out of 10. It's always been one of my favorite sets, and I don't think there's much you can do to improve it. It is definitely one of the best sets that the Thomas Wooden Railway has ever made.
When you look at the Down by the Docks set, it's really hard to beat all the exclusives this set had to offer. It was originally the only way you could get Bulstrode, and it took 5 years till they could change that. And to me, this was the superior way to get Bulstrode anyway, because of the little bit of a nice dock you could use on any set. Basically, the entire run of this Lori 1 was retired, as you got retired a year after the set came out, so you could get Lori 1 that way. Cranky the Crane was a big get in the set, as I'm sure a lot of people wanted to go out and get their own Cranky the Crane. I know I did. I wish I waited another year or two. Granted, this is my parents' money, but I'm sure they wish they waited a year or two, because I got Cranky in the set. Percy, one of the main engines on the Steam team, and probably same situation as I had. I already had a Percy, but Percy's a main character, great to have here. The Soda Bay Bridge is a nice addition as well. I mean, it's really hard to beat this set. Looking back at it, I'm personally very glad this set is a part of my collection, and for that reason, I give this set an 8 out of 10.
Wait, that's it?
What do you mean that's it?
But ours was better.
What do you mean yours was better? At least I didn't do a crossover on a stupid tunnel. And hey, at least I knew where all the pieces were when I did the review.
But was yours an anniversary review where Percy number 6 lost his TWRC championship?
No, but ours is his 10th crossover.
No, boys. No use fighting over who had the better crossover with me.
Hey, that Hector review that we did, pretty iconic. Even though it's not on YouTube anymore.
I hear all this talk of crossovers. Perhaps I am biased, but the me who is in this chair is inclined to say that our Thomas review was quite spectacular.
Actually, we reviewed Ryan.
It's Thomas.
We reviewed Ryan.
It's Thomas.
We reviewed Ryan.
It's Thomas.
Stafford was a great review. Almost as great as the time of when I beat you for the TWRC championship.
For your information, Ro, I'm the community champion now. And also, I don't think anybody here's done 2 crossovers with Percy number 6. How can you top the Coldy and the Apple Orchard Cars review and the live Spencer review? You just can't.
I can, unfortunately. Still in therapy for the Boko and Rusty crossovers we did.
Okay, everyone. I get that you think your crossover with me was my best crossover, but after 10 crossovers, it's hard to pick your favorite, because picking your favorite would be like picking your favorite of the 10 Commandments. It's just impossible.
Agreed. Percy number 6. But just remember who you did your first crossover with. The case, it's closed. Our owl review was the best. Case closed. Now, I have to return to my people. There's a long journey ahead to return to my people at the North Pole. I must depart presently.